A girl walks up to a woman and tells her not to throw her food away. The woman said that unfortunately she would have no other option but to throw that food away. She then throws the food in the trash, but the girl goes to the trash and tells her that she was going to eat it. She said it didn't look spoiled, but the woman says she wouldn't let the girl eat it because the food was already spoiled. The woman says that she could take the girl to her house and that way she would prepare some delicious food for her to eat. The girl gets very excited about this and asks if the woman was really telling the truth. The woman says yes and that the girl appeared to have no family. The girl says that she didn't have anyone, so the woman said that she could go to her house and she would prepare something very tasty for the girl to eat. Later, they arrive at the woman's house and she asks the girl if she would like to have a drink. The girl says yes and that she would accept a glass of water. The woman says that she would soon return with a glass of water from her. Meanwhile, another woman was knocking on the woman's door. The woman went there and when she saw who it was, she was very happy and hugged the other woman. She says that she was very happy to be there, as she had helped the woman with her will and that she was now her aunt's sole heir. The woman says that she didn't need to be in such a hurry and that they could talk for a while before the other woman left. The other woman says she needed to go as she had too much to do, but the woman insists. The woman said she wanted to introduce someone to her niece and she asks them to come in. They then enter the woman's house and the woman says that she wanted to introduce the girl to her niece. She says she hoped they would get along very well. The girl tries to greet the other woman, but the other woman says she wasn't interested in it and asks where her aunt had found that girl. The woman asks what her niece was talking about and she says that her aunt should be more concerned about who she put inside her house. The woman then tells them that they should go talk somewhere else. They were then on their way to the kitchen when the other woman said she wouldn't accept that girl into their house. They then went to the kitchen and the woman says that she didn't like the way her niece had treated the girl. She then says that her aunt should pay more attention to who she put inside her house, as the girl would never get a job if her aunt kept treating her that way. The woman says that the girl was just a child and that she had no one to take care of her. The other woman said that this was a very sad story, but that her aunt should take the girl to an orphanage so that she would be adopted by someone else. The woman says she was thinking about doing that. The other woman asks what her aunt was talking about and the woman says that she was thinking of adopting the girl, but the other woman says that she shouldn't do that as it was a mistake. The woman says that she was very serious about it and that she was very sure of what she wanted to do, but the other woman says that she shouldn't do it because it was a big responsibility and her aunt wouldn't be able to handle it. The woman said that she was sure of what she was going to do and that she would not sign the documents at that time as she was thinking of putting the girl in her will. She asks her niece if she could count on her and the other woman says yes since she had no other option. The woman said that she was very happy to be able to count on her niece as they were a family. Some time later, the other woman walked up to a man and she greeted him discreetly. She then says that the subject they needed to talk about was very secret and that no one could know what they had talked about. She then hands some papers to the man, who says he doesn't believe it was his daughter. The other woman then tells him that he shouldn't talk about it with anyone and that if he ever met again, he should pretend he didn't know her. Sometime later, the woman was telling the girl that, although they had only been together for a short time, she had become very attached to her. The girl says that she also had to thank the woman for everything she had done for her and that she was very lucky to be there. The woman said that she didn't need to thank her, as everything she did for the girl was to be able to help her. The girl says that she was very happy to be there and that she wanted to be able to stay with the woman. The woman then says that she had a very important subject to talk about with the girl and that she didn't know how to start that conversation. She then says that she had already commented to the girl about her late husband and that they were trying to have a child while he was still alive, but that she couldn't. The woman then tells the girl that after they met, she always thought something might start between them. She says she didn't know exactly what it could be, but she always thought she might adopt a girl and asks the girl if she would like it if it happened. The girl gets very excited about this and asks if the woman was really telling the truth, but says that she didn't want to bother the woman. The woman says that the girl would never bother her and that she would need a person to be able to take care of her. She said that the girl would need someone who would always need her and take care of her, and that was why she wanted the girl to be her daughter. The girl asks if the woman could be her new mother and she says yes. She said she was very excited about it and that she was going to tell her niece about it so they could sign the documents right away. Sometime later, the other woman goes to the woman's house and tells her that she urgently needs to talk to her aunt. The woman goes to her niece and asks what had happened. The other woman says that this was someone the woman would want to talk to. The woman then asks her niece who this person was and why they were there. The other woman then proceeds to tell her aunt that this was the girl's father and that he was looking for her. The man then tells the woman that he was the girl's father and that he was looking for his daughter. The woman said she had thought the girl's father had abandoned her, but he says that wasn't true. He says his wife had left with their daughter. The man says that his wife didn't want him to be by their daughter's side, but that he had searched hard for her and that he was finally able to find her. The woman then calls out for the girl and the girl goes up to her and asks what had happened. The woman says that unfortunately, she would no longer be able to be the girl's mother. The other woman says that her aunt couldn't take away the girl's opportunity to meet her father, and so she introduces the man to the girl. The man said that he was very happy to finally be reunited with his daughter and that he would never let anything happen to her again. He said they would move in together from that day on and then they leave. As they leave, the other woman tells her aunt that she was sorry for what had happened. The woman said that she did not believe that the girl had left, because despite the short time, she already loved her very much. She said she couldn't understand why God always took good things away from her. The other woman says the girl had the right to stay by her family's side and the woman said she was right. She then tells her aunt that she needs to sign the will documents and gives them to her aunt who signs them. Meanwhile, the girl was saying that she was very happy to finally be able to meet her father, but the man says that he was not the girl's father. He says that the other woman had paid him a lot of money to tell him that he was the girl's father, but that now that he had received the money from the other woman, he didn't have to lie about it anymore. She is then surprised by this and asks if they really weren't patents, but the man says that he didn't care what happened to the girl. He tells her she should stay away from him. Then the man leaves. The girl then tells her that she should go back to be with the woman. Meanwhile, the other woman was saying that now she was finally going to get rid of her aunt. At that moment, the girl arrives at the house and realizes what was happening. She then knocks on the door, causing the other woman to go answer. While the other woman was going to answer the door, she ends up changing the liquids that were in the glasses. She then goes back to the kitchen and says that now she was going to put her plan into action. She takes the glasses to her aunt and tells her that she had prepared a drink for the woman. She then handed one of the glasses to the woman. At this point, the girl enters the room and tells the woman not to drink what was in the glass. The woman is surprised by this and asks what the girl was doing there. The girl says that she had been deceived, as the other woman had given the man money to say that he was her father, but that this was a lie. The woman asks her niece if she really did it and the girl says yes. She says that, in addition, the other woman had put something in the drink on the woman. The other woman then proceeds to tell her aunt that she had only done it because she really needed the money. She said that her plan was perfect, but that the girl ended up ruining everything. She says that after her plan didn't work out, she ended up planning something else, that now all she had to do was wait for the medicine she had put in her aunt's drink to take effect. She says that as soon as that happened, she would end up crying a lot over what had happened, but that she would keep all of her aunt's money. At this point, the other woman starts cheering a lot and the woman asks what was going on. The girl says that she had changed the glasses that the other woman had prepared. The woman then asks the girl to call an ambulance and then helps her niece lie down on the bed telling her that she would be fine. The other woman is surprised by this and asks why her aunt is helping her. The woman said that despite everything that had happened, they were still a part of the same family and that they should help each other. She tells her niece that everything will be fine, so the other woman apologizes to her aunt for everything she had done.